Yo. Episode 3, Season 2 of Steady Conversations. I'm your host, of course, Larry Keith. And hey, man, the show ain't gonna be the show unless the star of the show is here. So, hey.
We here.
Without no more further introduction, hey, on this Easter day.
Praise the Lord.
We got Big Steady here, man. How everything going?
Man, everything going good, bro. We had a marvelous church day. Marvelous Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Got some good pictures, made memories today, Easter 26, Resurrection Sunday. And for those that don't know what Resurrection Sunday is, that's the day that we celebrate.
Right.
The resurrection of God. We celebrate that day. Don't mean that that's the day it happened, but that's the day we choose to celebrate Resurrection Sunday and God dying for us and resurrecting on the third day, dying for our sins and letting us live a free will life. But in order to, I don't want to go too deep, just Resurrection Sunday. If I go that far, I might lose.
Oh, yeah. A question I want to know, was the church packed today?
Easter Sunday. New suits and new boots all the time.
Hey, man, yeah, I kind of noticed that. I went to church today too, and it was standing room, and I was like, golly. But yeah, man, pretty good Easter for me. Besides church and the whole meaning of it, that's the classic part of it. The classic part of it was just seeing the kids with the candy and all that. How was that for you?
I thought it was beautiful because, we teach kids early, it's not a rabbit or a bunny giving it to you.
Mm.
It's just love, people bringing candy for the kids, but we do a thing where we have a candy store for not only the kids,
right,
but for the adults too, and let them fill up on the bag. So,
y'all was doing it big.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I was just watching the kids.
Now the kids did they danced twice today.
They
ministered, and that was pretty dope, man. They had a good time. They was dressed and they ministered well, and that was good because it's like I'm seeing what I did when I didn't want to do it.
Right.
Now I'm seeing it happen. I'm like, oh, this was us.
Yeah,
so it's really just like when they say take the time to enjoy life.
Mm-hmm. Those
type of things is what I like to see.
Well, back to the Easter egg hunt. I enjoyed it, but they don't do the golden egg, like that one egg that just got because I guess we got to make all the kids, feel equal. But
what are we gonna do? Do our own.
Man, you know what? I ain't saying I'm too grown for it, but
I ain't saying I'm saying we can do it.
Oh, I get what you're saying for the kids. Yeah. Oh, I think something about us. I said, bro, I'm too competitive.
We can be even cool. We can make it even cooler.
Yeah.
And have 5 golden eggs. You got a whole year to prepare for that.
Yeah. I didn't think about it as that much.
That's what's wrong with people.
Mm-hmm.
Not you, but people. In the sense they complain about something instead of where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find a solution.
Right.
Shout out to Crow. I start being solution based instead of always. I see negativity, but instead of addressing it, let's find a solution. Let's put $500-$600 together. Well, hold on. Let's get 500-600 eggs.
Yeah.
And then in them 4 eggs, put $100 on them. You find that egg. Now, what we just wish it was like, we can bring it back.
Now, I see that's the thing, though, man. When I know that egg got that money. I told you I'm competitive.
But you can't. You can't be in it. This for the kids.
You might well cancel it all.
Boy.
Because like I said, I was watching these kids. As I was just watching them search for the eggs, and they was in some of the basic spots, and like the kids was just looking over the good eggs because they was trying to find the golden egg, But overall, Easter was pretty good, man. Enjoyed it. The eats afterwards was pretty good, and it just was a pretty chill Easter, Like I laugh at it. I'm 6 years into it right now with a kid, but it's just like every time I celebrate a holiday, just like basically based around kids, I be like, dang, I'm a father. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to still have that inner child in you.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I want to get that egg, but
well, how about this? Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some other people want to get in with us, bro. We got enough connections to get over 100 kids. Or 50 kids.
Yeah.
We'll take it to them and let them find them. And we won't tell you what the money is. You can go with it. You want to go find it, you go with it.
That sounds like a legit plan. But just speaking on the kids right now and just being outside and funness, I took my son to the classic Avon Park on Thursday. And
it ain't classic no more.
It ain't classic, bro. What have you seen the?
I have not seen it. I need to go.
What was the point of the changing of them to do that to that? Because man, that place
now
memories.
Yes, childhood,
man,
adulthood,
man.
It's just those are our memories.
Yeah, and
now we have to adjust to everyone's, to the times memory now.
Yeah.
And we can't, something we don't have control over.
Yeah.
Like we can't go build us our own.
Not like that. No. That was a downtown square, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I seen that and I was just lost, and it's this new modern stuff, and it just don't, it's the type of, it gives off that vibe that instead of the kids just running around playing tag, it's like, hey, we waiting in line to go down the slide. You know what I mean? And it's just a big long.
I gotta go look.
Man, like I said, I ain't hating on them. Shout out to the construction people, hard work and all that. It's just, I asked for steak and you brought me chicken. You know what I mean? But hey, I still eat it. You know what I mean? But switching up.
I do want to
go ahead.
Touch on one thing. Not to bash or slander anyone. But you said you went to church and it was on the standing room.
And not to cut you off, I wanted to speak more on that because I was like, golly, well, I can't even get my spot that I normally get,
Yeah, on the regular Sundays that you come.
Yeah. What's the odds?
Yeah, but since I am steadfast and I am a part of the church, I will speak on this.
Go ahead and indulge a little bit.
Just a little bit. So I would say, when it comes to, and I'll say this right here. I grew up like this though. I didn't grow up just going to church on Easter or a holiday.
Right.
I had to go every day. Every Sunday. That's what we did. We went to church every Sunday. And as you get older, you start to realize that people only come to events. And that ain't just my church, your church, their church. That's just how it happened. But where the world is right now today, and the craziness in it, and the demonic entities that are around it, some people don't even realize that there's demonic entities in the world. I feel like the church should be packed like that every Sunday. Or whatever Sundays you go, 1st through 4th, however it goes, it should be packed out every Sunday.
Right.
Learning something to take back out into the world, because the church ain't the relationship with God. That's just a place where 2 or 3 are gathered in His name. That's what we doing that for the Lord. But when you go out to church, that's where your fruit supposed to show.
Right.
But if we just piled up in church and then we come out there, all the fruit smashed. What are we doing? And I've been a fruit smasher. Let's clear that up. I've been a rotten fruit before.
Right.
But now I'm at the place where now I understand that I have to be pruned. My tree has to be pruned so my fruit can develop right. So I guess another challenge. My challenge will be, let's make a relationship with God normal and not just a holiday. That's just me big steady talking. You ain't got to hear me. You ain't got to listen. But if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, just don't say nothing.
Right.
That's it.
Well, with that said, switching.
But you're free to say whatever you want to say. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to go back and forth. That's it.
Respect. You're free to comment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, switching the topics and just getting straight into it because that's all that's been on my timeline. I haven't even searched it. It's just on there. I just seeing people have an opinion. So I was like, hey, what we put our opinion towards this random scenario? One of our favorite rappers, someone that was in our headphones and speakers a lot through the college era of our life, Gucci Mane, supposedly got robbed, kidnapped, and forced to sign a contract by Pooh Shiesty. I don't even know what to say about the situation because I basically just said what happened, but it's not even the situation itself that I want to speak on. It's the commenting, the commenters that's on the situation of Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. And one thing that I'm starting to see with that situation is sometimes people don't want to see you grow, no matter the circumstances or the situation that you're in. They always want to see you at a certain era of your life, and they want that, what I would call it, the cartoon effect. Like, you know how you watch a cartoon show, for example, Hey Arnold. Every episode, Hey Arnold had the same outfit on.
Yeah, you know that was my favorite show.
Yeah, so every episode, every character had the same outfit on, if you ever noticed that. Mm-hmm. Now, that moment Hey Arnold switches an outfit is noticeable, and we're looking like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Why he ain't got the outfit on that he normally rocks? And it's like, nah, we don't like that, don't change. Meanwhile, Hey Arnold could be, progressing in life. Switching it off of cartoons and all that. I feel like that's how it is with the Gucci Mane situation. Like, bro, Gucci Mane, and I only say this to you because I can just say one song, Mr. Perfect. We can sing that. I can say it right now. At Word, if you ever call to, hey, yeah, I'm just telling you. Ask anybody who's Gucci gangster, So, this is somebody we grew up on.
Yeah. Bonet, what year, Bonet?
Hey, 16 Fever.
Man.
So, we was in that era of time seeing Gucci Mane, and he might have had an influence on us. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, as him having an influence on us, same way we grew up, he was growing too. Mm-hmm. He made mistakes. He got out of jail. Everybody said he was a clone. Cool. He goes back to having his record label, doing all that, and growing more. Got in shape, got healthy, you know what I mean? And talked about some of the mental health stuff that he was going through. And basically was looking like a person who turned a new leaf in their life. You know what I mean? Granted, you still can be judged for your past, but you own a new leaf. Yeah, Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane with the crew, his dad, Big 30, and all those guys. It's not even that. Like I said, it's the commenters and what they're saying. And it's like...
What they say?
Gucci Mane snitch. This can't be the same Gucci Mane from 2016, 2008. You get what I'm saying? Yes. It is like...
People want you to stay stuck on stupid like this.
Yeah.
And first of all, Gucci didn't call.
Yeah.
His wife handled it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do know what he would have really done if because we know Gucci.
Yeah.
He's not going to the police. But he got somebody in his corner, and he's actually changed. And when you really change and you have people in your corner that's actually for you, before you get ready to crash, they're going to help you steer.
Right.
Let me handle this, baby. But I know Gucci, he probably done threw tables and everything. He probably upset.
Yeah.
But the fact that you want to call him a snitch because he didn't retaliate and lose everything that he just regained,
right?
You stupid commenters. But I'll say this right here. For the dummies, I won't call them dummies. For the bad judgment call on the people that robbed him and tried to force them out of the country. Now y'all finna lose all y'all freedom, and y'all still in the country. So I don't call it a snitch. I just call it a victory.
Yeah.
He still. So now every time this song replay under his label, pay me.
Pretty much.
And I'm not sending y'all nothing now.
Yeah.
I'm not giving y'all no more. It's over with. Cause you just try. Cause if y'all really would like that, y'all would have done what y'all supposed to do if that's what you do when you do that.
Right.
But they thought I think they forgot who he was.
Mm-hmm.
And it just didn't go as planned. And then they did it on camera seeing it, so how do you have to snitch?
I mean, an ankle bracelet. You got an ankle monitor on.
And it's cameras.
And it's 2026.
Yes. At this point,
you want to say it. Well, I ain't as good as you right now. Why is people so damn stupid? Like, why? Like, what? So let me guess. Let me. Is this supposed to make Gucci Man more of a legend? Let's just say, hey, Pooh tried to rob Gucci Man, right? Mm-hmm. It went left. Gucci Man smoked him. You know.
Mm-hmm. Now Gucci kids is without him.
Mm-hmm. But he's in jail because he smoked him though. So what those phrases do the commenters that are commenting on the stuff, do those comments change now and say, oh, he a real one? Or what do they say?
That's why we can't. When I'm talking to you, I think that was Mario. You have to be able to control your emotion. Because if Gucci had jumped in emotion, then all them people would have been like, yeah, like you said, he a real one for that. But y'all let the crib text in this. And now he locked up. And now his woman out here to fend again by herself. But he ain't getting out this time. And then they kids and all this and his label. No, sometimes what they say, silence is the biggest defeat ever in a fight. Walking away is the most powerful, but you got to have it in you to be able to walk away. And if we're going to be me, this is how I talk. The Bible always tells us clearly, turn the other cheek. Now, me personally, I'm only going to turn it once. And once I turn it once, God going to have to deal with me for the second time. But I always remember, like today, would today be the right day to say this? What would Jesus do? He hanging up here for you, and you still dislike him, hate him, and probably some of the people don't even like Gucci, by the way, too. Yeah. They got something to say.
They're more like a Jeezy fan.
Yeah. And Jesus up here on the cross, back to my, what's it called? And he said, forgive them for they know not what they do. Jesus, Gucci chose the right path. He chose to let you do what you want to do. Because you think you getting away. But you just getting by. I'm up here hanging. It hurt. Just since the day Easter, I'll give an illustration. All Gucci did was deny himself. And he showed his true fruit. On the outside. Now, he talking crazy to his people. Now, you do know that.
Rambunctious.
Yeah, but he to the public out, because that's the thing. We know the real, well, we don't really know, but from his music, his trap, and his documentaries, and his, we kept up with him. We know who he really is. And half of who he was under duress with drugs. Right. Once you let what's holding you down go, how can you still be the same person? If your mind is not altered, and now you thinking clearly, now you focus, now you got a right mind, you got a clear vision, now you understand that sometimes I gotta let this one go. Right. I just gotta hang. This is my new thing. I'm hanging. I'm hanging. I want to say it, but I ain't, because it's gonna be a bigger impact for me being quiet. Because once I kill you, or we'll use Jeezy. I mean, what's the boy name? Gucci. If Gucci comes back and pops him, we're gonna talk about it for what? 2 weeks. And
something else is gonna happen, and
2 weeks.
The playoffs about to happen.
But him not responding, they're gonna talk about this for years. Right. Gucci, I know you might not ever see this, but check this out. I said in what they say, God was in rooms that you weren't in, and God heard things you didn't hear. He gonna hear this right here. You chose right, Gucci. Stay on the right path. Keep doing whatever you're doing, bro, because If it interrupts your peace,
Mm.
it ain't worth it.
And what you're saying right now pretty much kind of goes into a little topic that we're gonna be on, which is basically disregard.
Dang, I totally forgot about it.
Yeah. Disregard.
I forgot about it.
And disregard and handle the family. Now, prior to this recording, you text me. And I thought you was, like I told you, I thought you was sending topics to talk about, but the whole time you was just telling me that. You know, that's your slang way of handling business.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I got into it and I looked and I said, man, this actually, when I think about it, you know what I mean? You know, he might not know that he set it up that way. This is a good topic that
God knew.
Yeah.
Hey, look, for real, let me be real, for real. Oh, what is, reiterate. Larry, I text him and I'm like, bro, we need to do a show today, bro. This would be a good Easter show.
Mm-hmm.
Should be perfect. And then I got to thinking, change perspectives, change how you look at it, change the narrative. Everything can't be about you. You have to, when you look at the perspectives, I had to realize, oh, he got a child. He got a woman. He got a mama. And he got a mama that he needs to spend extra time with sometime right now during these type of holidays. I said, man, disregard. Handle the family. Not knowing that this was going to turn and we was going to use this for the good, but I really was just saying disregard because it's all good. I'm already over here with my people. We already taking pictures. We having a good time. Handle your business. Then you take back on like, oh, this is the topic. I was like, I don't think he knew that wasn't what I was saying.
Yeah. Hey.
So I just let it be. And I said when I got here.
But like I said, just literally just listening to you just at the end of that topic about Gucci Man and him making a decision and changing and doing that for his family. Like I said, that's kind of like with that quote that I was telling you earlier. Sometimes in life, you got to disregard the noise, the opinions, the distractions, and handle your family because at the end of the day, that's all what really matters. And that seems to be the route, supposedly, I'm not saying Gucci Man went, but it's looking that way, man. So something that I wanted to know and talk about right now, just getting onto it, is real life distractions. What's some things that you would say are real life distractions? Now, and I'll give you an example on that. For example,
I was just thinking of the right one.
Social media pressure.
Influence is a distraction right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not just social media, but influence.
Now, when you say influence, you mean like the influencers, or just
influence whatever the situation is.
Right.
Being influenced. So when I say this, like a distraction would be, say for instance, me and you got a beef, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, somebody over here we know don't like me.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden they click up.
Right.
But y'all click up. But we only having a moment.
Yeah.
But then when you click up with them, now we got a distraction. Now I hate you. Now I'm trying to, how you gonna do me like this? That's distracting me from the plan, the process, the goal, the striving. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by the influencer, because the person the group that really dislike me, you gonna have to be the one to see who they are, because I already know. But you mad right now, so you can't see them.
Is that another distraction too? Ego and pride?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. That too. Those are just too simple to say them. I just try to give actual, all of that. Me, I could have told you, but I swallowed my pride and my ego. I'm gonna let you find out for yourself. Because what we going through, it's really a misunderstanding. But they don't know that. Right. They think they got you hating me.
Like a lot of people lose their family trying to impress people who don't even check in on them.
My great grandma used to say, if you ain't got nothing good to say. I was like, but for real, that's true. It's true statement.
Man. So even though you were just telling me handle the family, What does that really mean? What the term handle the family? And from your opinion, what does that mean, man?
From my perspective, just like what you were doing at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you did yesterday and what you're going to do tomorrow, they don't count.
Right.
Just in that moment, I knew you was being family-oriented. Disregard what I just said because that was impulsive. You know how I am, I'm random, I'm just giving it to you. But disregard me, bro. Handle the family. So whatever family thing you was doing, handle that at the moment. Because that's what's more important. Because there'll be a time where I can't tell you to handle the family.
And when that time comes.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, I was going to say, but when that time comes, how do we handle it?
I don't know, tell me. You know now.
I don't know, because the next thing I was going to say, we're handling family, and what does that really mean? I was saying being a father, but it's like, the term being a father, yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good, you know what I'm saying? The basics, but it's like, dang, are we really being good fathers? Or we?
How your son look at you when he see you?
Oh, yeah, trust me.
How you feel when you're not around?
Yeah.
And you talk to him?
Mm-hmm.
Get random calls and everybody, where you at?
Yeah.
What you doing? Who over there? You been a great father. That means that you are instilling everything you're supposed to instill in him. And when you're not around or you working or you doing what you're doing and he thinking about you, I mean you're doing it right. My perspective and what I believe.
A question that I want to ask you without switching it up, because it'll seem like an interview. I had this written down.
It's fine.
Balancing personal dreams versus family responsibilities.
Oh.
Balancing
Okay.
personal dreams versus family responsibilities. How do you do that?
Go harder.
Mm-hmm.
You can do both.
It's possible.
Yeah. It's possible. So when you get off work, go start watching them other cars, Quill.
Yeah.
You got two, you ain't got no help. Take your time, set your timer, do it because I'm still working on my dream. Mm-hmm. But the family part out of handle cause been to work. Them dudes is already handled and paid. Mm-hmm. So all I would say is, like you said, balance. Go hard, rest when you can, rest when you take time to make sure your body good, replenish, recover, do it all over again. It can be done.
But wouldn't you consider that kind of like not necessarily a bad thing? Where ain't that like a conflict?
No.
But when I
ain't never seen nobody successful rest when they get off their first job.
Yeah.
You gotta go hard.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go hard. That's all I can say. That's it. That's all I've seen.
How much pressure is it being the strong one?
Oh.
Always being the strong one.
Pressure.
Mm-hmm.
But my pipes don't bust.
Right.
But it's pressure. They be about to explode.
Is pressure a good thing in a situation like that for us with handling the family and
for the viewers,
mm-hmm.
meaning the people that is interfering, the family that's seeing you, it's good for them to see that you can handle the pressure.
Right.
But it's harder when it's just you alone. That's what the hard part really is when you alone and you tired, you don't know what to do, you can't turn to nobody. But you know all you know is I gotta keep going because I'm too close. So that's how I look at it. That's my.
Would you ever choose ego over family?
I have.
What was the results?
Distance.
Was that something you was
running? I was running.
What made you stop running then? Like from once you. Everybody got, I won't say journey or anything like that, but everybody has a play that they run. So when you was running that play and you so-called was running, when you stopped running, what made you stop running? and turning around and noticing the distance?
When did I notice it?
Yeah.
When I realized I had a problem.
Mm.
And I told myself the truth.
Yeah.
And then I said I need help.
Mm.
Because people only run because they don't want help.
Right.
They think they can do it alone. When you look back over your shoulder and you need them people and your pride is in the way and ego. And plus, you already hurt.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of it is trauma.
Right.
You running to try to run away from the trauma, but just like people, I'm up and I'm leaving. I'm going out of town. I'm moving. Yeah, you can leave, but your trauma's still going with you. You're going to have the same problem when you go there until you face it. It's an ugly thing to think you okay and you not.
Right.
That's when I realized I had a problem. My problem was alcohol and women.
Right.
But I couldn't see that because I was being glorified by my influencers. Because I was handing them more women. I was handing them more alcohol. So they didn't care that I was struggling. They really probably couldn't see that I was struggling.
Right. They probably were struggling
too. But they were benefiting off me.
Yeah.
and when you benefiting, you don't care what I'm really going through.
Right.
And plus I made it look good.
Right.
You didn't know. I mean, you might have known, but everybody else didn't know. It's Thursday. Time to go to the square.
Oh, yeah.
Friday, time to go to the square. Saturday, don't call me on Sunday. Y'all know I ain't coming nowhere.
Right.
So, you know how that goes. So, it's just, I had realized I had a problem.
Right.
And I realized I needed help. So, God was one. God was the number one help. Then therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Then choosing to believe my new walk in my new life.
Right.
Because like me and Crow always talk about, we have different chapters in life. Even when your bad chapters, we remember those.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still new chapters when you are growing.
Right.
So I just realized and embraced my new chapter. And I knew it was going to be painful because a lot of people didn't come with me. I was weird now. You think you all that. You think you changed. Oh, now he too holy. No, I don't want to be. I'm like Gucci. I don't want to be stupid no more.
Right.
I'm tired of making the same dumb choices that's turning around, being the same dumb.
Don't you hate?
Jesus.
Don't you hate when you run and bump into somebody from who you used to be, but they still there, and they still talking about, man, you remember you stayed Captain Creek and
Magic City. That's the one I get all the time.
Yeah.
And you know what I tell people? I ain't him no more.
Yeah.
And some people, you got to pay attention to their jokes, too.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes people want to keep you there. And they like to do the jokes and call you the names that you used to be. Hey, look, I ain't him. But if that make your ego or whatever you got going feel good, cool. Because I'm not bothered anymore.
Right.
There was one point in time that it would bother me because I'm knowing that you trying to get something out of me. But when you ignore people, back to disregard and handle the family, ignore them, protect them, but leave them over here where they at.
Right.
I know you good because I got you. But that's all I got for you right here because right now I can't trust you right now because your patterns don't change. When people change, their patterns change into the new them.
All right.
You can't have a pattern change and then 2 months later we see you doing the same thing. That's when I knew that my chapter had the page had turned.
Right.
The only thing about the page turning is it gets harder. It gets lonelier. It gets deeper. But it gets wholesome. The hurt ain't hurt no more. You happy. Like they celebrated me for my birthday, Friday. And I really was, I was able to enjoy it because I felt I allowed, the love always probably there.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't allowing no love in because I can't trust nobody.
Right.
And it was just so, I needed it. And I was like, wow, so hope they asked me to talk because I know I'm crying.
Yeah.
But then he asked me to. So I just was like, man, I appreciate that. And I texted my mom and I said, I really needed that because I got to evaluate where I was in a celebration.
Right.
For me. And I was able to embrace being loved without this thing taking over. Could this be the problem?
Mm-hmm.
You can't, if you don't trust nobody, if you ain't thinking, you can trust them. But you just always think about what they say. I still have things.
The classic OT. Yeah. Overthinking,
right. But sometimes overthinking is safe.
Yeah.
Because I still have things right now where I'm having deep conversation with people, and they say a trigger word. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, you could be a corporate too. So let's put you up here. And they say this right here. Bro, I had a conversation, bro, with somebody. I was really in deep telling them, like, bro, this is principle. You shouldn't do this. You know what they told me? Oh, that's just how you move. I don't move that way. Oh, okay. You let me know that you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But you choose. You choose.
So you choose, and you chose.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all got to start pushing. You know, put people on that. Put them in the median.
Mm-hmm.
Keep driving down your lanes, but keep them in the median, the middle median, where you keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
But you keep driving, cause we ain't gonna put them out there on the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
That's dangerous. You can't see them coming all the time. Keep them in the median, and then when they get themselves together, then you let them get back in your lane. But don't let them in too soon. Because sometimes letting people in too soon while you're not even healed could be detrimental to your next chapter.
Right.
And then sometimes they're not even supposed to be there no more. That's the hard part.
Right.
That's the part that hurt.
Yeah.
I done let you back in, I trust you, and now I gotta let you go again. And you put yourself in that.
Does that build character?
Man, yeah.
And I'm all asking because I ain't gonna say I got a problem with doing that. It's just when I did it, I didn't know what it built inside of me because I tried to avoid being in being in a situation. Yeah,
make it very integrous.
Yeah.
And people will be speaking on you, your rooms you're not even in.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody could be talking about you, and they be like, "No, you talking about Larry Pearson?"
Mm-hmm.
Then you sure that what he said?
Yeah.
And then somebody, me, if I'm there, you sure that what he said? Cause I said that ain't his MO.
Yeah.
He ain't do that. I had people speak. I had people in rooms fighting for me in the rooms I went in. They were like, I know his face card good. That ain't even him. And they checking that person, but it's the same person coming to shake my hand.
That sounds like one of those Pooh Shiesty type.
Yeah, pay attention to the music. Like, that's it, bro. People don't realize how they can secure their peace before destruction or the bomb blows up in their face. Just listen to what people say. And I can say this, you understand. Like, I'm sitting there talking and, we having a conversation and pouring out my heart. Telling you how I feel about something. Boy, chill, it ain't that deep. Oh, okay. Either it ain't that deep. And look, either it ain't that deep when you like what deep you at. So now we're gonna find out. And when we find out, don't think I'm paying attention. But I'm driving. You're in the meeting. I got you too. But I got you in the meeting. I gotta watch you. I don't know. Because sometimes people, that attention, influence, bruh. Influence will make sure because sometimes you be too close to the haters. You tell the haters too much information. And then they rub off on you. And you don't even realize. I be telling these folks when they come, what you think I should do? Well, don't say that to him. That's a trigger word for a man. We not emotional. We logical. Because when you logically say, oh, they that deep, oh, you slapping me in the face like, what, chill? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, but I'm in a place now. What the streets say, it's just your turn right now.
Yeah.
How I look at it, outside the street turn, is they just ain't showing themselves yet. And sometimes, got to get rid of that master OT. But sometimes you can OT the problem. And it's really not one.
Right.
But that's why you got to keep people in the median. And you got to stay out of you can have emotion, but you got to control. You got to have control over those emotions because they'll drive you to emotionless pits.
Right.
And then you stuck, and now you real sassy. Now you saying crazy stuff to them, and then they blasted you, but we don't know what you saying. And then when you saying this, everybody thinking like, oh, this person crazy. But then when it pop out and proof comes, like, oh, that boy snap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that girl snap. So
yeah, I've been in that situation before.
Yeah, I want to talk about you. I had a real vivid. I saw the person's face that time, but one thing about Facebook, when they tired of you, they gonna blast you. So it's just one of them things. Dang, yo, you been there too.
Nah, I've been everywhere.
But man, just coming to the end of the show, man. Like I said, I feel like it was a great Easter episode. And I just wanted to get that talk out with you, just with that segment for
Sound like a lot of forgiveness tips and forgiveness tips and starting blocks.
Right.
Track. Gotta put your feet in the block first.
Mm.
I think we talked about that. Why not on Resurrection Sunday? You know, he gave his life for us. Now, let's give our will for him.
Right.
That's all I got.
Man, we're coming to an end of episode 3, season 2 of Big Steady and Steady Conversations. I'm your co-host, Larry Keith. Hey, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want, man. Just stay tuned in for the next episode. I appreciate y'all. And I'm out.